Hi, this is a great way you can help. My name is Rich, and I'm a co-founder with my wife Cynthia of the Kids Against Hunger satellite in Palm Beach County, Florida. These are some little buckets where you can collect change from people. Some people have put them in their stores. It's been successful. We've also had volunteers that have gone outside and held little signs and held the buckets and received donations. One particular store that gave us permission, they helped us and they did a corporate day where whatever receipts they took in that day, they donated 5% of them. They raised enough money that day to pay for a pallet of Kids Against Hunger food, which is 7,128 meals. Those meals went to Haiti, which is the poorest country in our hemisphere. They also allowed us to be outside with these buckets. And we had volunteers that came and held some of these buckets. They didn't harass the people, they just had them out there available, and the people dropped money in them. The money that came in the buckets that day was enough to send a pallet of food, if I remember correctly. It's simple. You can help. You can help by making your own bucket and asking for donations. Making your own bucket for Kids Against Hunger, putting it in the store. If you're somewhat near us, Palm Beach County, we'll be happy to get you a bucket. As you see, we have all these unused buckets. Faith Farm has buckets out. For those of you in Palm Beach County, you know Faith Farm, the Faith Farm people and the good work they do. They have them at their cash registers. And every single month, even though there's a lot of people that shop in there that are hurting and stuff like that, every single month there's a considerable amount of money that allows us to send certain boxes or a certain amount of boxes to Haiti, or helps us feed a certain amount of kids, or helps us to let other people know about what we're doing in order to generate more activity and thereby be able to feed more kids. So it's pretty simple. The bucket. I don't know if we can see any of these other designs here. We have, and hopefully it won't be blurry, and I don't know if I'm hitting it straight in the middle, but here we have an actual child after he eats what's called a mud pie in Haiti. Just made of dirt, oil, salt, and water. The dirt is not sterilized in any way. They'll screen it a little bit, get some bigger stones and sticks out. The water is not necessarily real clean water. And then here's people making mud pies. These aren't even free. You have to pay for these in Haiti too. It costs money for that. So for 25 cents, instead of that child eating that piece of mud. Now, not all the families can even afford that mud, and they go without anything. In fact, check some of our reports. Because what we've done is we've taken our time, we've established relationships in Haiti for the feeding, and we've managed the people and watched them, and we've held them accountable. We're making sure they're feeding. They have to supply pictures, they have to supply reports. We're feeding orphans. We're feeding widows. Malnourished and starving children. We go in many places in the country. You'll see in the reports that they're orphans. They have nobody taking care of them. You'll see in there that kids that came and ate didn't eat at all that day. You'll see where kids didn't eat the day before or that day. You'll see in the reports kids that don't remember when they ate last. Recently we fed in a particular zone in St. Mark. A zone means like a neighborhood, and there's kids there that live on the street. They have no mother, they have no father, they have no food, they have nothing. So we fed over 200 on this past Saturday and 200 this past Sunday. I'm talking to you, this is around July, that was around July 10th weekend, roughly, July 12th weekend, something like that that weekend in that area in July. This is very common. We get these reports all the time. Because of time constraints, I've not done little things like this and shared them with you, and we're trying to get other things operational. So our hope is we're going to put this up on the website, and our hope and intent is to encourage you to help us with this effort. So thank you. And here you see on the front of these a little bit different, and it gives another website, kahpbctv.info, but the main website is Kids Against Hunger PBC. That's for Palm Beach County, but abbreviated PBC. No dots in the middle. Just Kids Against Hunger PBC.com. And we're getting out of this Hello World thing because the technology has been increasing and we don't need that to send video mail. So we're getting away from that. So the easiest way to email us is kidsagainsthunger@yahoo.com. kidsagainsthunger@yahoo.com. You can also mail us at kidsagainsthunger@gmail.com, but the better one is at yahoo.com. And of course our phone number, 561-880-7561. That's 561-880-7561. Maybe you can just send a donation. Maybe you can help us find a place, a space here in Palm Beach County that somebody wants to donate 3, 4, 5,000 square foot of space for office space and warehouse space. We're going to need it. We want to get to 30 to 50,000 meals a month before the end of this year. A minimum 30,000. I'd like to see at least 50,000 meals a month. And our goal is 1 million meals. That's the first goal, is 1 million meals. But we got to go in increments. So we'd like to see 30 to 50,000 meals a month. We've seen that will help us to really function in a good ability. Well, help us out. Help us feed these kids. Okay? It's not the only place where we're sending food. We're going to be going. Well, I'll say that for another video. So thank you. Help us out. Get a hold of us. Talk to you soon.